Hello, collectives. I got new cards. Yes, I did. I did want to share with you that something happened to me today. And it's not gossip or nothing. I was hacked. And I was hacked, and it was terrible. But I called the bank. I reported the fraud. They told me it'd take 2 to 3 days. I'm at work, right? And, anyways, I'm gonna get this started, but because I got these love vibes and everything. But anyways, the money, I sat there and was talking to my bank, and I said, "Well, how could somebody do this?" It was like $465. That's bad. Anyways, I go and I'm talking to the guy, and I was like, "Well, I'm gonna have to pray about this," because I didn't know what else to damn say. So I'm fumed. And I was like, I'm going to pray about this and yada, yada, yada. And he said, oh, it could take up 2-3 days. Tell me why in my account within, God, 4 minutes, $465 was credited to my account. Somebody literally paid their Spectrum bill and then went to Walmart and some other BS. And I was pissed. I was like, so I go to my coworkers. I was like, because I've been there. I worked a half a day at work. I live at work on the weekends. But anyways, I go there. I go, I think Jesus walked through this nursing home. And they go, what do you mean? I go, look at my bank account. I brought it up. And I was like, because they all seen me. I got frauded. And then they thought I had to wait 2 to 3 days to get my money in. I got that shit within 4 minutes. And I told them, I was like, God doesn't appreciate ugly. This is what I said. And damn, it was just there. I was like, wow. It was crazy. So we all said amen. All of us. And it was a crazy day because we were working short. And it was just a crazy ass day. And I go to check my phone, and my son did call me, and I just didn't call back yet. I'll call him tomorrow or something. But anyways, yeah. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. I was like, I heard about these Jesus miracles. I'm Catholic. I was raised, about these Jesus miracles, but didn't know Jesus cared enough to care about my bank account because they weren't going to give me my money, but they sure did within 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And the crazy thing is, my mom always told me I was supposed to be Michael. I was. And I came out a girl. And my mom said that Michael the Archangel was literally my guardian angel, and God came to her or whatever, and so she named me Michelle instead of Michael. And I was just like, and when I mentioned God's name and arguing with this person at my bank, all of a sudden my money returns. God bless. I mean, I was taken back. I mean, I know we can't unsee the existence of God. We can't. Because God is he's just there. And it's just like denying the existence of food. You don't have to worship it. God doesn't want you to worship him. He just wants you to believe and acknowledge him. That's my belief. But yeah, it got real. It got real. But I got this reading, and I don't really like to do love readings. I don't, but I did get a download on a love reading. I did. I did. And I just pulled 4 cards. And I mean, usually these downloads don't come to me because I try to block them out because I just don't really like to do love readings. I mean, there's a lot of really good card readers around here that do love readings, and they're just way deeper than me. But I felt mom said I needed to do this reading. So, anyways, I got 4. Knight of Swords. And this is not about me or anything. I mean, I'm hoping it has nothing to do with me, but who knows? But I got it. And the Knight of Swords is a card of action, change, and intellect. He is fast thinker, a risk taker, and a leader who persuades his goals with courage and clarity. And that's what this says here. And this says about proactive knowledge, logical, keen, clear, masterful, driven, action-oriented, forward-thinking. You know what comes to me? Player. Player energy, whoever this is. Anyways, and it's in a masculine energy, whoever this is. So if this reading comes to you, maybe it's about you. I don't know. Anyways, there's 10 of Pentacles. This means share your abundance and legacy with others, but don't let them take advantage of you. And then this signifies wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, contribution, legacy, inheritance, ancestry. And then 5 of Cups came up. State of sadness, loss, and grief, where you are focusing on what you have lost or missed and ignoring what you still have or can gain. It's supposed to be significant to whatever male out there is. It's a someone with masculine energy. This could be a female. Females can embody masculine energy also. And this means if you're feeling despair, yearning, disappointment, regret, boredom, dissatisfaction, stagnation, nostalgia, and heartbreak. This could be a whole lot of people. And I'm going to try to do, because I got these Love Vibes Oracle cards. I got Pop Art Tarot. I got Feral Psychic Oracle. I got lots of Oracle cards. So I will decompose this situation. Then I got the Knight of Swords also on this love story. It's a sad love story. It's the 8 of Swords is a card of restriction, confusion, and powerlessness that signifies the need to release negative thoughts, gain clarity, and find freedom from self-imposed limitations. Chong, would you stop licking me? All right. My dog always likes to come in these readings too. He gives you love. He's over here on the other side of the camera. I wish, I got all my little table over here. But anyways, this is where somebody's sitting at. So let's get this going. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get her done. I love. God, what the heck was it? Jeff Foxworthy. Oh my God, I love Jeff Foxworthy. I used to always watch him. I used to find him so funny when I was younger. I would watch all his comedy. I used to love that because I have hillbilly in my blood. Anyways, let's get these Love Vibe Oracle cards going. Look, they got little hearts. I've spoiled myself a little bit. I feel like I got small victories with the bank. I feel I did. So I figured, why not have a little bit, because I can't answer your questions if I don't have proper cards. I can't. It's just the way it is because the universe, they're, the people I deal with are dead. So if the people I deal with are dead, yeah, they do speak through me. But sometimes it's kind of nice because you guys like to see the cards. I could tell you, but you guys like to see things through the cards because every time I did my live, everybody said, just pull the cards, just pull the cards. So I invested in these cards for you guys. And I want to say thank you for the new subscriptions. You guys are an awesome soul tribe. Oh my God, you're just awesome. Because I'm just honestly, I'm a medium. I'm the last of, well, I do have two children, but I'm the last of an old bloodline. And everybody's dead, so God loves me enough so I can see them. And I do see them. I see my mom, I see my dad. And I see all my other ancestors, and I feel so blessed to see them because it makes me feel not alone. I do. Even in my little solitude state, I'm enjoying my hermit state because I get to see my family all the time. I'm going to move some of my card decks over here because I'm going to put them over here. All right. And then this little box over here. All right, let's put some love vibes. What is this person feeling or in thinking? Because, and suggestions from my ancestors. There is everybody says the universe, the universe. I listen to my ancestors. I don't listen. Well, they are part of the universe, but you know what? I just like my own tribe, and my own tribe is my ancestors. All right, we got here friend zone. Somebody's in a friend zone. They don't want to be. No, they don't want to be friend zone. And this talks, one of you wants more, but the other only sees this as a friendship. You can't force chemistry when it's not there. Some of you are in a friend zone. At what mom is picking up. And out of all my ancestors, my mom is the intuitive, I guess you would call a witch. I don't like the word witch, but she's intuitive. Anyways, then we got, some of you got secrets and lies. And this says, not everything here is what it seems. Lies, omissions, or doubt lives. Could be distorting the connection. Somebody's distorting the truth to somebody. So, it could be friends doing it, family. It could be somebody of a karmic connection. It could be a new lover. It could be a lot of things for a lot of people. Take it as it resonates. And then we got fading feelings. And this is when the feelings start fading, what's left? Reflect on what you're holding on to. Is it past or potential? If you are with somebody, reflect. Let's say you went to another lover. You thought they cast me out. And mom says, possibly, you thought that everything was okay. And then, kazam, the universe said you made a mistake. Or it could be just a connection you have that is not meant to be there, so you could find a new one to other people. So that's the buzz there. Then we got miles apart. Look at that broken heart. This is a beautiful deck. I really like this. Even though you're physically apart, you're deeply emotionally entangled. Long distance love is never easy, but it's not impossible. This could be Honestly, I'm picking up people on online relationships where, like, you don't see them, and it's one of those internet things where it's like long distance, like maybe you're in different states, but you're doing video chatting and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of it all, but it's popular these days and people come together and get married. But if you're miles apart, or isolation, somebody just didn't, got tired of the crap and decided they were going to ghost you. That could be for some of you. Take it as it resonates. Let's get some more Oracle love vibes. Love vibes, love vibes. I'm in a good mood, even though I went to hell and experienced a miracle in my bank account. I guess Michael, my mom says that Archangel Michael is my guardian angel. But anyways, we got unspoken feelings for some of you. You're not imagining the undercurrent. There's an emotional charge here that no one's fully naming yet. There's stuff surfacing in a connection you're at. This is for people that actually are in a connection with somebody where they're having sex. And it's just not as fulfilling for some reason. Maybe you're in a friends with benefits relationship with some I'm picking up. Possibly you're in isolation because you thought the other person wasn't who you appeared to, wasn't thought, you didn't think was your soul or your twin flame or some stuff like that, because twin flame goes all over YouTube. But could be your twin flame and they just left and thought that it was a false twin flame, but really it was the truth twin flame you done left, what some mom is saying. So let's get another one from and all this. Here we go. Oh Lord. Family echoes. All right. This is old family patterns may be playing out in your love life. Until those echoes are healed, they'll keep repeating through new faces. This here would be what twin flames go through for emotional scars. They always say the narcissist, Carl Jung. I always have to go to Carl Jung because I'm a Carl Jung addict. Anyways, Carl Jung says when you're in a narcissist empath thing, which is almost could be compared to a twin flame, you're drawn to somebody because of for emotional wounds. And we are talking about psychology, so they don't see the spiritual side of this. So the narcissist empath thing could be twin flames that he was researching, in my opinion, but I don't know. It's a very good analysis to his research, but I like Carl Jung. I'm a part of his society. He's wonderful. He's great. And I guess that's how I feel about Carl Jung. He did go on a deeper level. He helped me integrate. I listened to Carl Jung's teachings, and this is how I got to be an alchemist, because Carl Jung was researching alchemizing things, and he was so good at it. If you study Carl Jung and do everything he says, your chest hurts for like a damn month. It does, and you can alchemize ancestral pain and everything through his teachings. That man was wonderful. Anyways, then we got infatuation. All right, and this, you guys could be, some of you guys could have a new love in your life. And you just feel all this infatuation, this zing, like, man, I just really like this girl. I want to go on a date with her and yada, yada, yada. And mom says this card's important because infatuation sometimes can lead to problems if you don't look deeper. That's what she says. She's a very deep person. And it says it feels electric, but remember, it is easy to mistake a new crush for love. See, mom was right. I didn't even read it before I said it. She just said it for me. And it says, keep your heart in check while you ride the high. Ride the high. If you get infatuated with somebody and you just feel like, wow, this is so easy. This is the best thing ever. I don't need, and let's say you are in a relationship with somebody and you end up leaving them because you're infatuated with somebody else and your ego gets stroked. You could be literally walking away from the love of your life because of an infatuation and someone stroking, and mom's saying inflated ego. Mom said, watch for inflated egos. She said, a lot of you guys are inflated egos and you're causing problems with connections. And she says, some of you guys wonder why you keep acting like a-holes. And this is why. And she says this goes for men and women. So she's a very wise woman. This was the woman when I was younger. She would scream my name through the neighborhood and I heard her like a block away. And I was scared. I did not want to come home. I thought she was gonna, I knew that she was gonna beat my butt. But anyways, let's go get another card on this. These are fun cards, guys. Fun. It's fun day over our Chong the dog. All right, we got different worlds. Okay. This connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems. And that creates both fascination and friction. This, obviously, what it is. You meet a person and you believe one thing, like let's say you didn't believe in spirituality, or usually that's how this goes, or a different type of spirituality, and then you meet somebody and they go and they open your eyes to something that's maybe different. And you really think about it and you're like, maybe you're right. That's what different worlds are. So, or it could just be, two different religions. Somebody is Muslim, possibly, and somebody's possibly Catholic. And you didn't think that you would want to marry or date a Catholic, but you're Muslim. It could go for like somebody, just religions that kind of don't correlate together and clash. So that's a possibility too. My mom says, let's let's let the love party go along here. Oh God. Some people are getting toxic talk out there. Oh my goodness. The way you're speaking to each other is causing harm, not healing. Words have energy, and right now they're wounding. Some of y'all are arguing with one another. So I'm going to get all these down, and then I'm going to try to get an oracle and do some more tarot to see what's going on and get to the nitty gritty of this. Mom's teaching me about how to do better tarot card reading. She says I need work. All right, we got blocked passion. Blocked passion, friends. She said when passion is blocked, it usually reflects something deeper. It's time to look beneath the surface and ask what is not being expressed. You don't feel like having sex with somebody and you don't feel a soul connection, but you still do it because you feel like you have to. Think of why am I still doing this? Why am I still having sex with this person? Why? And then just kind of go with it. This is kind of resonating in different piles, so I'm gonna let that kind of go because maybe this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different situations. And I'll get oracle cards on this. So let's go here. Let's keep that love vibes going here at Chong the dog. All right, aligned future. Aligned future for some of you guys. This connection feels solid because you're both facing the same direction. This is a partnership with purpose. Maybe some of you that are unaligned with somebody that were aligned, this unalignment's going to happen, I feel. We all align. Some of us, it just takes longer than others, Mom says. She said some people are just stubborn and they want to, I don't want to repeat the words she just said, but she said that you make the universe angry. So Mom says if you're misaligned and you're causing friction with somebody you're supposed to be aligned with, Mom is telling me that the universe will make you suffer until you align it. And she says aligning with somebody that you were aligned with once and disaligned with could cause you money loss, suffering, heartbreak. And then if you keep forcing it, it gets more progressive until you stop your inflated ego. She said that the universe has nothing but time because everybody's infinite and they're obviously dead. So they're not going to a 9 to 5 job. So they have no problems with stopping you and with blockages. Like your car might not start, your money flow might just slow down. Opportunities that you once had may go away until you align whatever you need to align. They do what you need to do. They treat us like kids in the universe. If you're doing stuff and you're not listening to them, they will literally go and be nasty to you. So be aware. Be aware. I'll always listen to the universe because I'm not getting discipline from the universe. But some people are getting discipline from the universe for bad actions, Mom says. Then we got false connection. I'm shuffling as Mom's telling me to stop and then pick a card. Also, this false connection. Some of y'all in false connections. And this is a bond that may be karmic, temporary, or just meant to teach. Either way, it's not what it appeared to be. Some of y'all out there, Mom says, made the universe so angry that they gave you a karmic partner that's going to give you suffering and pain. And she says some of you are not going to sleep. And she says some of you are going to keep experiencing financial difficulties until you learn your lesson and clean up your damage. Because if you don't, she says that they got nothing but time. That's what she says. She says ancestors have nothing but time, and you never know whose ancestor you're dealing with. I don't know who that resonates with, but I guess you made somebody's ancestors angry. That's what Mom says. And she says that there's all kinds of ancestors out there, and you never know whose ancestor you're approaching. So she says you should always approach with caution because we are all connected to server. So, oh, my eye itches. Okay. Let's move on. Move on. Mom says keep on the love vibes. Keep on the love vibes. That's what Mom keeps saying. She's liking these cards. She's liking them. All right. We got Playing games. Oh, God. Mom's really going today. All right, playing games. There's a lot of cards. I don't know. Maybe you're playing poker with somebody. Who knows? Mom says, not likely. She doesn't like my humor. Anyways, she put, and this says, they got game, but is it real? Keep your eyes open and don't fall on surface level charm. Somebody out there is with somebody that is lying about things and is a false empress, Mom says. And they're playing games. Beware. That's what she says. My mom is involved in a lot of people's lives. She's a very powerful ancestor, and she's nosy not just in my life, but in a lot of people's lives, and thousands of people's lives. She's a very powerful priestess, my mother. And in death, it only got stronger. And my mom and my dad, mom's saying that my dad was one of these divine masculines, and my mom was a divine feminine. And she wanted me to share with you guys that my dad found a Jezebel, as they like to say. I like the word Jezebel. I heard one of the readers say it. And my mom was really sick, and she ended up passing away when I was 19. But before she can get rid of the Jezebel, she died. So we ended up marrying the Jezebel. But she says if you're with a Jezebel and you're with a divine feminine and they have good ancestors, beware. Because ancestors will return to sender, whatever you're sending. Because she says you never know what you're messing with a divine feminine, because they come from a long lineage. So whoever's with a divine masculine with a divine feminine, or divine feminine with a divine masculine, if you're playing games, ancestors come to take control. And they will and if you think you're controlling narratives, they will make your life a living hell, what Mom says. And Mom doesn't play. My mom is the number one divine feminine that is in boss mode. So I would listen to my mom. And then we got, oh God, feeling trapped. She just told me when to stop shuffling. Feeling trapped, folks. This is feeling trapped isn't part of the love deal. If there's no key in sight, it may be time to break free. She says some of y'all are feeling trapped, and it's put there for a reason. And y'all gonna be trapped, and she says she's gonna make sure you feel you're not enjoying it, and you're gonna feel real uncomfortable till you break it and make it right. And Ma says, y'all that are feeling trapped, that are playing games, she gonna make sure that you feel emotional pain, and you fix the whole situation of anything you lied about before you come back, because she's tired of men playing games. So, and my mom, I love her and all, but we used to call her number one B.I. You know what? Read between the lines. So, she is the number one of these. She had a keychain of it. Everybody was afraid of my mom. She would tell you how it is, and she wouldn't give a damn. She would not give a damn if she hurt your feelings, if you were doing the wrong thing. That was it. My dad was scared of my mom at times, so take it as it resonates. This is the woman that does this kind of stuff. I just listen to her, because I'm not trying to make that angry. That energy I'm not trying to make angry. Whatever she says, I just do, because she will get you. She would get you. If karma had a face, my mother would be the picture of karma. She would be. And she'd been dead for a while, but I could see the dead and I let her use my power. I let her use whatever energy I have because it's my mom. I love my mom. And she could do whatever she wants with me because I love her. I give her energy all the time. I give her entrance into this world. I let her do whatever she wants to do. And now she's finally forgiven my dad, folks. She's finally has. It took my dad to die and then me persuading her to still forgive him. And they have finally forgiven each other. It took a lot of years, but he suffered a long time. A long time. But they're together, they're happy in the 3D, and they're here with me, and now they're wreaking havoc here. Mom's making sure that everybody's in order. If karma was a punisher, it's embedded in my mom's spirit. And she powerful. Yeah, I mean, she was called, she was a witch. She used to do a lot of medium stuff and everything. That's where I get my medium things from. And me and mom still we still share cords. I will share cords with her until I die, and then even after I die, I will share cords with her because my mom's the bomb. You don't make my mom angry. My mom will show you and have receipts. So I feel safe with my mom. All right, then we got financial crisis. Oh God, someone's on a financial crisis today. Here we go. This talks about a global financial system teeters on the edge of collapse. Wealth and stability are shifting, but real value is found in not in money, but in your connections, skills, and inner resources. Somebody's getting a reality check. They're getting too materialistic. They're getting some of their funds at a decrease. And this is because they're getting greedy. And they want to go out to eat too much and things like that. Mom says, save your money. If you can't save your money, you're not going to have a lot of it. That's just the reality of life. So, that's what she says. And, you know, a lot of other people say this on YouTube, so it must be true. Maybe she's their muse. So, if I want to say those, oh my God, I can't even think about it. The one I watch, I always watch this, and they always make fun of it. That one point of view, everybody talks about. Oh my God, Machiavelli. If you want to think about Machiavelli thinking, that's her, right here, over here, standing. Machiavelli. She's a Machiavelli fan. If Machiavelli had a face or a sister, that would be her. She stands on her business, so she's somebody to listen to. She really is. She's wonderful. I mean, I think she's wonderful. And then we got a new reality for some people. All right, and it has the little tree of life. Love it. It says the old structures are crumbling and new possibilities are emerging. You are a co-creator of the future. Focus your energy on the world. And then it says you wish to create, not the one you are leaving behind. If y'all are going through transformations like turning into butterflies, going from goo to butterflies because y'all been in toxic connections, you got a new reality coming. Embrace it, she's saying. Her and her Machiavelli thinking. I'm telling you, anybody who would be crazy to cross my mother in the 3D or in this realm, she would tear people alive. Tear them up. Tear them up. She would. But you know what? That's why my dad loved her so much. She was in the military. She put him in his place. She did all the time. Put him in his place. He was afraid of her. But oh my god, now my dog is literally laying on my cards. Okay, Chong. All right, now we got. She says shuffle another one. We got humanitarian aid. My favorite. I am all about humanity on my channel. Yes, yes. Love humanity, folks. Compassion in action is the most powerful resistance. This is the moment when humanity's better nature rises to meet the challenge. I love it. Love it. Be a humanitarian. Being a humanitarian is not being a narcissist. This is just me talking. There's a lot of narcissists out there, and they always say that it's overpopulated, but I really do think people are narcissists out there. And if there was a class of to not be a narcissist, I think that everyone should take it because everybody needs to stop being a narcissist. I have been studying narcissism for months now, and it's not good. It comes from inflated ego, and it goes to controlling, and it's not good. Don't become a narcissist, please. I'm so tired of them people. And then we got corporate profits for some of you. And this event or policy benefits those at the top, regardless of the cost to the public. Follow the money. It will always lead you to the true motive behind the policy, product, or crisis. If you're blaming something, and this is probably some people that maybe are in money fields, I'm feeling, that maybe have high profile jobs like lawyer, doctor, or just something that has to do with that. Or if you're just like on the edge of where you're dealing with corporate, you're a corporate worker. So it's telling you to follow the money to get to people's true motives. But this could be for people that aren't working in corporate. If you think that you have a loss of money and you don't know who's taking it or whatever, follow your money and don't say anything and try to find the hidden motives and you'll find the truth, she's saying. But if there's some of you that are on high profile jobs out there and some of your colleagues are doing some dirty money. Dirty money, she says. So if you're dealing in dirty money, stop it. Follow it and try to fix it because it's stopping a lot of good things out there. We're going to get 3 more cards and I'm going to try to do some Arcania. Now you know that mom's throwing out her voice here. She does. She has a very strong opinion about everything. I'd like to call her a Machiavelli fan. Even my dad, he's a Machiavelli person too. They both are. They could be your best friend or your worst enemy, my parents. I just learned to just listen. And I just was respectful and mindful because you never know what was going to come. If they're going to come at you sideways, front, whatever, but you had respect. That was it. You had respect. You had no choice but to have respect in my household. All right. And then you have climate change. All right. This says the planet is undergoing profound shifts, yet forces may be at work to exploit this crisis for control. When the heart rises, the answers are below the surface. It's not about the environment, I guess. I was excited. I am always about the environment. But this is not about the environment. It's about the environment of your emotions. So, anyways, mom is saying, okay, she says, I think too hypercritical. But, anyways, she's saying that if you're going to extremes and you're not seeing the full narrative. You're not seeing the full narrative, but your heart's always and the clues are leading you where you don't think this is right. It's a climate change in your own soul. And that is a sign from the universe saying stop it. This isn't meant to be. Some people are meant to be with people that have children or for a connection or something to get done before you die, or sometimes is to ensure bloodlines. And if you don't listen, you get all kinds of problems. You're trapped and you get in these false connections, and you get people like my mom and dad that have Machiavelli thinking that will come at you from the 3D, and you don't want that. You don't want that. Oh God, you don't. But anyways, and it's not them. It could be there's lots of people. But anyways, if you get when the heat rises, she says when the calm before or after the storm or before the storm, think about the calm before and after the storm, and the truth will come. Why the heat rose in that discussion. And don't be a fool. That's what she's saying. Don't be a damn fool. So, this is how she is, folks. You gotta love her for what she is. Her Machiavellian ways. Her Machiavellian ways, yes. I mean, things like this don't bother me. I grew up with them, so they raised me. I just learned to be respectful, and that was it. And then as I got older and they passed away, they, in their Machiavelli ways, they found their way back to me. So we got psychological operation. This sounds interesting. It says a psychological operation feeds on fear and uncertainty, pushing the public towards the solution it was designed to accept. First, they create the problem, then they call it the cure. Okay, this mom is saying about someone that's playing mind tricks. And they psychologically act like their opinion is what they're saying is the solution. And then they create problems and they make you think they're the solution. And see how these people are mindfully following and just staring at that person like they're God? She said that's what some people are going through, the godlike syndrome. And she says some of the people you're with are not God. No, they are not. They are just idiots that are taking control of your mind. This is her words, not mine. Take it as it resonates. You know, people talk about their ancestors and spirits. My ancestors talk through me. They want to get their voice out even when they're dead. This is how Machiavellian my ancestors are. They're from a dragon lineage, and they don't play. They don't play. No, they don't. And that's it. They just it is what it is. All right. Then we got covert technology. This is an interesting one. It says this advancement could solve a crisis overnight, yet it's being withheld from public knowledge. Ask why and who gains by keeping it in the shadows. Somebody's hiding videos or something they're watching, or just like information that's on the internet from you on purpose, just because they don't want you to know something. and they're doing it in the shadows. They're watching something in the shadows and holding it from you in the shadows. So, and it's online. Somebody's watching someone online. This could be spying too. They're spying in the shadows and they're taking false narratives, moving them around, things like that. Sneaky, sneaky ways. Sneaky, sneaky ways. Let's get the Terra out. Find out what we got going on. These new cards are fun, folks. I think they might bring life to the readings. I really do. They're kind of really fun. And I got another deck coming. I got 3 of them and I got another one. And I think I'm going to wait till I get paid again before and when I get my financial crisis under control with my getting my new card and stuff. Might get some more and then just play around with these new cards and I'll be surprised whatever cards I use for the day, I guess. I do like that the Witch Terra, the Witch Oracle cards, those are good too. Those are really good. All right, I'm going to take these here. We're going to find out what's going on. I'm going to try to find what's going on. All right, Mom. Who is a false queen? Let's ask Mom. Mom knows more than me. She really does. Because when all of us talk to the divine, we're really not. We're always speaking through other people. Just some people don't hear them as clear as me. But we're all speaking. It's not us doing it. It's other people speaking through us. So that's not unusual. All right, we got the Knight of Swords. All right, and this is proactive knowledge. Okay. This is, well, let's get some more on this false queen. Mom said this is one she's calling out. Mom's calling out a false queen. It could be anybody. I don't know who it is. She works all on her own. She's her own force to reckon with. She's a witch that walks the veil of life and death through me. So take it as it resonates. But she's really nice until you hurt the innocent or bother or do something she don't like. But she's very nice otherwise. So don't be frightened. All right, and then we got the Page of Pentacles reversed. Word. All right, this is procrastination, learn from failure, missed opportunity, distraction, boredom, and patience. All right, let's see if we get a false queen here. I don't know how this is leading to a false queen, but Mom says to keep going, so I'm going to keep going. This is what she says. I just do what she says. Oh, God. 10 of Swords. Recovery, regeneration, over-dramatizing, self-pity, victim mentality, denial, avoidance. Okay. Well, she says keep going. We're going to keep going. So, let's keep going with the oracles. All right, we got now 6 of Swords. Resistance to change, unfinished business, exhaustion, burnout, stagnation, isolation, loneliness. I mean, I don't, she tells me to be quiet and keep going. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to be quiet and keep going. She's calling somebody out. I don't know. This could be a masculine, too, the way she's going. Sometimes she gets angry and speaks in riddles, so let's go. All right. The Star. In reverse. Lack of faith, despair, self-trust, disconnection, disappointment, arrogance, impotence, and heightenance. Wow. Okay. She says keep going. We're going to keep going until she says stop. She's calling someone out there. My mom, like I said, she's a Machiavellian over here. You don't mess with my mom. Mm-mm. She will. She will tear apart your world and hurt your feelings. Oh, she will. People are, well, we're always scared of my mom when she was alive. And we got the Six of Pentacles. Giving, receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, charity, assistance, support, acceptance, success. Okay. Well, she says keep going. All right, we keep going. All right. Keep going, we will, folks. All right, then we got Five of Cups. Despair, yearning, disappointment, regret, boredom, dissatisfaction, stagnation, nostalgia, heartbreak. This is all one person she calling out. Holla. She told me to stop and keep going. All right. I don't know, after this, I'm going to go take Chong out and get me something to drink. Anyways, got the Nine of Swords in reverse. Releasing worry, inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, secrets, clarity, understanding, courage, resolution. Somebody's going through it over there. Oh, they are. I don't know if she's giving it to him or what she's doing, but she's seeing it. I will tell you that. And she's not happy about whatever the hell she's seeing over here. So let's keep this, she says, keep the party going. Okay, we're going to keep the party going, folks. All right. Page of Cups in reverse. Childishness. Addicted to fantasy, escapism, self-deception, false news, emotional stability, depression. Someone's acting childish and she don't give a damn. That's what she tells me. She says keep going. All right, I'm keeping going. See, in isolation, how could I be bored with all this? You know, you try to be upset or anything. She's right there with her Machiavelli ways. So how could you be depressed when you live with her? And then you got the Machiavellian himself. You're my dad. So there's no loneliness over here, folks. I might be in isolation, but I got my mom, my dad, all my ancestors. I ascended when I decided when I hit my dark night of the soul, I could hit it with all my ancestors or alone. I decided to take everybody with me. My dark night of the soul was a month straight when I ascended, and it hurt. I lost weight, but you know what? All of my ancestors are here now, folks. I processed all their pain. And everybody's clear-headed and they're ready to, I don't know what they're ready to do, but at least it's with good intentions. I think so. Sometimes I think so, but it's to protect the innocent. So it's good intentions enough. All right, then we got the Hangman, resistance, indecision, delays, dishonesty, injustice, imbalance, martyrdom. Somebody has childish behavior and they want to be a martyr. She ain't happy about that. Oh, no, she's not. She said it's BS. That's what she says. She says that whatever you lied about, fix it and tell the truth. That's what she's telling me. Whoever this is, she says you will know who it is. And fix it now because it's bothering people's lives. I don't know who it's about. Don't know who it's about. But this is who she's calling out for the day. That's what we're going to call it in this segment of Chong the Dog. All right, then we got the Tower. Someone, I don't know, there was a tower put up in here. And this says upheaval, destruction, revelation, awakening, misery, distress, ruin, adversity, deception. A tower moment was put on them. I'm wondering if she did it. She told me to be quiet and keep shuffling, so that's what I'm going to do. Maybe she put the tower. I don't know who put the tower, but someone put the tower there. She's powerful enough to put a tower on somebody. I'll tell you that damn much. She's pretty big in that spirit world. Oh, God, is she. She tells me to keep shuffling and she says stop, so that's what we're going to do. Arcana is not my strength, but she says it's hers. All right. Now we got Temperance in reverse. Imbalance, excess, self-healing, realignment, indulgence, sects, S-E-C-T-S, not S-E-X. And then recklessness, religions, disunion. That's not happy card. I guess that's why they're being called out. She told me to keep mind my own business and keep shuffling, so that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do, and I think I'm watching Scooby-Doo after all this because I was watching a Residence Room Scooby-Doo and it looked a lot of fun. And I have a 12-hour shift tomorrow, so here we go. But anyways, she said, grab a card. Queen of Swords. Here's who she's after. She said, we could stop shuffling now. That's all I hear in my head. We can stop shuffling now. Queen of Swords in reverse. Cold-hearted. Gossiping. Harsh. Manipulative. Unforgiving. Scatterbrain. Stubborn. Vindictive. She said, okay, I can't say everything she's saying because I think YouTube would, even being not on kid where it's adults only, I think it still might get shut down. So I'm not saying everything she's saying. She says take care of it, or she gonna take care of it. That's what she told me to tell whoever this is. I don't know who it is, but she is a goddess of her own descent. And I have ascended her. I have ascended with all my family members and processed all their pain. So she is in clarity. She is not fogged. And she is in full power. So whoever this Queen of Reverse is, she's calling out, if they don't call the truce, she gonna pay a visit. That's what she told me. So... and she gonna make sure there's a damn balance. And that's the nice way of cleaning it up. There was a lot of bad words other than that. I don't know who this is. She's a people watcher now that she's not living, so. And she enjoys just bothering people. So, because she says people and women should not be treated like... what is she? Oh my God. No, I can't say that, Mom. She said women that are minding their own business should not be treated like a whipping boy. That's what she's saying. She said someone out there's gossiping and treating someone like a whipping boy. And a whipping boy in medieval times is when royalty didn't want to spank their own kids, so they spanked someone else. And that's what she's comparing this situation to. She said, fix it or she gonna fix it and no one's gonna have nothing. That's what she says. Thank you, collective. Mom says all this is... whoever she's calling out is only one person. This is the stuff she's saying. And she wants you to be mindful of these suggestions. And whoever she's calling out, she says, get your crap together. And stop and fix it and get it out of her field. Somebody done pissed her off. That's all I got to tell you. I don't know who, but whoever it is, she's protecting whoever's being gossiped about and whoever's being the victim. She said one person has a victim mentality and they're mind projecting on other people, and she don't like it. So I'm going to end this reading. It's an hour, and I guess I'll just do what who my mom's calling out for the day. That readings. Mom says you will know who it is because they're nosy. And she says they got big ugly glasses. That's what she's telling me. And she says they got nothing and all they got to do is nothing good to say about anybody. That's what she says. And she said that life does not revolve around you. And Mom is saying that cut your shit because nobody is better than no one else. And they're all within themselves. And she said she don't give a damn who is doing what, but she doesn't think they should get the innocent involved. Keep it within your own relationship, she says. Whoever's doing whatever, she says, keep it in your own relationship. I don't know what that means. She says the color red is significant. She said red is very significant and big glasses. And she said that she's tired of it. She wants it to end and we are peaceful. And I am peaceful. We all are peaceful. My whole channel's about peace, honestly. Peace and helping the animals. Animals is this channel's big thing. I do want to help the people because the animals need somewhere to live and they don't need to live in toxic environments. Us as people, if you choose to live in a toxic environment, that's on you. It really is, because you're in control of your own destiny. Your pet is not. There's these pets that people, they be arguing. I had a neighbor that was, when he was fighting with his girlfriend, he would beat on his dog, and some of the neighbors was calling on him because his dog would cry for hours because he would hit his girlfriend and his dog. And the neighbors felt bad for the dog. All the dog did was cry. One time it came upstairs and the dog literally came into my arms. And he ran to me and he kept apologizing for his dog. I go, your dog's fine. And the dog wanted to escape abuse so bad, he literally fell into my arms. It was sad. Horrible. So, I don't know. I just want to make a better tomorrow for the animals. But whoever this is with the color red and the big glasses, Mom says just keep it within your own relationship, and I guess just leave well enough alone. Because honestly, at the end of the day, everybody can move on to somebody else. Nobody's out to take one person's man or one person's woman. Mom wanted to say this. She wanted to let the whole collective of whoever gets this reading know. Mom says that in life, you either together or you stay together or you break up and get over it. And don't get and just let it be. Because sometimes, and it is true, just like I'm my friend today, I will tell you, my friend Taylor, she told me that she's going to take me and she's going to be my wing woman. And she found this really sexy guy, and I guess she said he just showed up, but they have girls' night at these like places, and you can get people's phone numbers because I'm not doing this dating where it's like online and all that. I got to see the whites of someone's eyes because I got to see their true soul. So I will go to ladies' night. You know, my drinks will be cheap. And I don't really drink a lot, so I'll probably just drink one drink, and I'm not taking drinks from anybody because people put stuff in people's drinks, like drugs and stuff. So I'm going to buy my own drink, get a couple phone numbers, and my friend Taylor said that, you know what, we could, and she's going to drive me there. She thinks it would be the best thing for me. And honestly, at this point, folks, life is too short to settle for one person. Mom says you need to move on sometimes and find someone else. The world has millions of people. And if you're out for sex, there's a lot of people to have sex with. And if you're just out for maybe to go out to eat and some company, the world has a lot of that too. So I'm going to be probably, since I have 4 days off a week, it be in between readings, I'm going to go to ladies' night. And sometimes they have them on Wednesdays and stuff. And my friend Taylor, her kids are old enough to where one could babysit the other ones. And she looks fabulous. I call her Taylor Swift. I do. She's wonderful. She's the one that knows how to do all these buns in her hair. She's great. And she says out with the old and in with the new. So I'm just not saying it's for everybody, but if it's too stagnant and there's just too much drama, maybe it's better to be out with the old and in with the new. Someone's controlling you and acting crazy. Go explore some damn options, because if it's getting that toxic, bye. Goodbye, Satan. Not today. I mean, come on. If you got to fight with somebody just to have a connection, just because you love them and they don't want to love you back, let it go. Mom says, why? Why keep something that is going to fight you? Why convince someone to love you? It makes no sense. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, and I got a wing woman that knows how to do hair good, because I finally got my hair. I don't have to wear hair extensions no more, folks. I had to wear hair extensions because I fried my hair from dyeing it too much. And now I've been doing braidings. Like, I'd braid my hair, and then I would put like lotion and stuff in it, and it's like super soft. And Taylor says she can make my hair look good, and she says that I would probably get a lot of phone numbers. She says I'm very attractive. Not that she's into women, she just likes men, but she says I wouldn't have a problem getting phone numbers. So I'm not saying I'm going to, like, I'll go to a public place, but I'm not saying I'm going to their apartment or anything. I won't. I know where their house. I might go out to eat with them and just come home myself and feel it out and use my discernment. Always use discernment when you're dating, folks, please. Don't go for gaslighting. Don't, or the love bombing. Find out who they are on the inside before you go rushing in. I'm using my discernment when I'm dating. I'm using it all. It's out with the old and in with the new. When one connection ends, there's always a new beginning, Mom says. So, and when I seen Taylor today, it was like a breath of fresh air. Yes, it was. And she's went out with other, I've known her from not just work, from, my social life. And she's a family friend, so I'm excited. Maybe I'll meet somebody really attractive. Maybe with muscles, maybe they'll play guitar. I've always wanted to date a guitar player. I did date a guitar player when I was younger. I think it would be fun to date a guitar player. I think that would be the breaking of the ice, a guitar player. I don't know. There's nothing sexier than a guy with a guitar. So, maybe. I don't know. My son's all for it. Oh my God, my son is all for it. He loves the idea of me finding a guitar player. He said he will help me find a guitar player. You know, it gets that when your relationships get that toxic and your kids are going to help you find a guitar player or something, somebody they know or somebody they feel out in me, you know it's deep. So I'm thinking about a guitar player. Lies and deceit are no good. If someone's lying to you, cheating on you, and just doesn't want to be with you altogether, let it be. I'm just, like Taylor said, somebody wants to be happy with someone else, let it be. So I'm just I'm just sitting by myself in hermit mode, but I'm ready to go out there. I'm ready to go out to eat with somebody and maybe text, and then I don't know, maybe after a while, maybe some sexy time. Who knows? Because life's too short. And I work in a nursing home. Pretty soon, I'm going to be old. And you're going to look back and you're going to say, I wasted all that time staying stagnant when I could have, had a fun connection. And it's fun to be single. Oh my God. No attachments? Oh boy. You have freedom. You have freedom of discernment, freedom of ultimate choices, and you can date 20 people and just not have sex with any of them. That's an option. Date a lot of people and just not be with none of them. Just go out to eat with them, have these connections, maybe just kiss them or things like that. And then see where it goes from there. I mean, you don't have to be, flirtatious, but just don't go all the way, you know? And just don't do like where you're going to their house and this and that. And just have fun and just get out there and see what happens. She said that she was doing that, and then just one guy fell in her lap, and she said that they're perfect. And she went through a lot of hell, and she has a really good job now. She left the nursing home. She does like PRN over there, but she works for the school board, and she likes it, and she has good benefits, and she said you only live once, so I'm going to have fun with the girls. You know what? I know I may or may not. I'm not going to sit there, I'm just going to I'm going to live life. I'm not dead yet, so I'm going to live life, and I think all of you guys should live life. Instead of, if you're with somebody and they want you to wait and they're with all these people, why? That's what my friend Taylor says. Why? Just go and do what you do. Be you. And maybe just explore things. But if these messages resonated with you at all, my mom says that she wishes the best for everybody and she wants everyone to be happy. And she wants them to have true connections, but you have to have discernment. You must have discernment, and you have to show. It's good to have like all the honorable things too, but mom says the most important thing is discernment. Don't let people psychologically do things to you. So, but I probably will do another reading tomorrow because this was a lot of fun, and I have another card deck coming on the 7th. And I have all these news. I didn't even get to my psychic Oracle of Untamed Truth. I did the Illuminati one. And I've already done the pop art one. But that was kind of fun. Mom gets to call out whoever she wants for love things. Maybe that's going to be who Mom calls out. It could be somebody new every day. Who knows? But if you felt anything and you're like, hell yeah, that's him, it might be your people. That might be your person that she's calling out. That, and that person could be the third party. I don't know. It felt like a third party energy. It really felt like a third party energy towards the end with the gossiping. And how many if you're in a love triangle, how many people in a love triangle, especially the ones that kind of was the homewrecker. The homewrecker always gossips. Oh God, yes they do. We used to call them homewreckers in the day. We didn't call them third parties. We called them homewreckers. The homewreckers, when people were married, those were the Jezebels. Those were the whores, the Scarlets, whatever. But yeah, if you have one of those in your life and you just don't feel the vibe, go out with your friends. Maybe you'll meet somebody better. Mom says life is too short to be upset. And she does, and my mom is she's very for pro woman stuff. So I'm probably, hopefully, next week going to go with my friend Taylor in a week or two, and we are going to go. Because if somebody can't clear things out of the field of your relationship, but yet they want you to still stay emotionally available, isn't that a little selfish? Just saying. If you're with a whole girlfriend or a whole boyfriend, but you're telling your other partner, you still got to lust for me, you still got to stay with me, how selfish is that? But you're having all the fun and all the sex. You're going out and having fun while that person's crying. How fair is that to anybody? Anybody. It isn't. It's not fair at all. Oh no, it's not. So sometimes you just gotta let people be and move on with your existence. And I am personally moving on with mine. I mean, it's up to you guys what you want to do, but if it resonates, your person is obviously there's an uphill battle in their relationship, from what mom says. She says, but you can't do anything about it until the cycle ends and the clutter's cleared. And for them to come back, they have to make their wrongs right, and it's going to be a lot of, depending on the damage they did. Sometimes people can fix it and sometimes they can't. Sometimes they got to just live with what they did. So take it as it resonates. And I guess my mom's love advice is very Machiavellian, but that's who she is. But she is a powerful priestess, and very powerful priestess, and she believes in divine feminine energy, and she believes that doesn't believe in possessive men. So, and she's a bit of a man hater sometimes, but she says women can be terrible too. She says women can be just as bad as men. That's what mom's telling me. But I'm gonna go. It was really nice talking to you guys. You guys are amazing, and I'm gonna clean up a little bit and eat something and go to bed and probably watch a movie. So, and I hope that my streams are getting better. My mom is trying to teach me more about oracle cards and stuff, because she is the bomb when it comes to Tara, being a high priestess and all. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Yay!